The most surprising thing about the Galaxy S26 Ultra isn't the design, the cameras, or even the AI upgrades. It's the one feature Samsung has been stubborn about for years: fast charging. And now it finally looks like they're ready to catch up. The S26 Ultra is rumored to jump to 25-watt wireless charging and a massive 60-watt wired option. For a company that's been stuck at 15W wireless and 45W wired, that's a pretty big shift, and it tells us a lot about where Samsung wants to take its flagship lineup next. Before we jump in, make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit that like button. It really helps me keep bringing you more tech breakdowns like this one. And this matters more than it seems. A lot of people don't think about charging speeds until they're in a rush, sitting there with 14% battery and 5 minutes to get out the door. Speed isn't about convenience anymore, it's a quality of life upgrade. If Samsung really does deliver 60W wired and 25W wireless, it closes a gap that competitors like Xiaomi and OnePlus have been dominating for years. And it does it in a way that still fits Samsung's cautious, battery health-first approach. It's the kind of upgrade that quietly improves your daily experience without changing how you use your phone. But charging is just the start. One of the biggest question marks every year is the processor situation. And this time, it might get interesting. Samsung is expected to split regions again with Snapdragon 8 Elite Gen 5 in some markets and its own Exynos 2600 in others. Normally, that would make people nervous, but early rumors say this Exynos chip is built on a 2-nanometer process and might actually outperform the Snapdragon and even Apple's A19 Pro. If that's even half true, the usual Snapdragon or nothing debate suddenly gets a lot more complicated. Then there's the display. Samsung already makes some of the best screens in the world, but the S26 Ultra might get an M14 OLED panel, the kind of upgrade that pushes brightness even higher while improving efficiency. That alone would be impressive, but the real standout rumor is the new privacy display. The idea is simple. If someone is looking over your shoulder, the phone can automatically dim or hide sensitive content. It's reactive, subtle, and very on-brand for Samsung's smart convenience approach. If it works well, it could be one of those features you don't know you need until you have it. Photography upgrades this year are less about new sensors and more about smarter hardware choices. Leaks suggest the S26 Ultra might get larger apertures on its existing cameras. That might not sound dramatic, but in low light, aperture changes everything. How much light the camera pulls in, how clean the shot is, and how much detail you get. Samsung's already strong in nighttime photography, so this could give the Ultra an extra push, especially in quick point-and-shoot situations. And on the front, the selfie camera gets a small but meaningful tweak. It reportedly keeps the same 12-megapixel sensor, but moves to an 85-degree field of view instead of 80 degrees. 5 degrees doesn't look like much on paper, but for group selfies or travel shots, it's just enough to make framing easier without stretching faces unnaturally. It's one of those tiny upgrades that ends up being used every day. AI is also getting a boost, but not just in a new features on the box kind of way. The leaks mention more user-centric AI, meaning the phone could become more proactive, giving you suggestions, shortcuts, and automations before you think to ask for them. Samsung's been pushing AI more seriously since the Galaxy AI launch, and it looks like the S26 Ultra might take that foundation and make it more personal and less like a list of features. Visually, the S26 Ultra might look familiar, but more refined. Renders show rounder corners, flat sides, and a cleaner camera layout where the lenses sit on a single island. It's subtle, but it does make the design look more intentional. And somehow, Samsung has reportedly trimmed another 0.4 millimeters off the thickness. When a device already as slim as the S25 Ultra gets even slimmer without shrinking the battery, that's genuinely impressive engineering. And then there's Q2. Real Q2, not the Q2 ready workaround from last year. This time, the magnets are built into the phone itself. That means stronger attachment, more compatible accessories, and a whole ecosystem of magnetic mounts, wallets, grips, and power banks that snap right onto the back like a Galaxy version of MagSafe. It's a small detail with huge long-term potential. Altogether, The S26 Ultra looks like one of those upgrades that doesn't scream for attention, but improves the experience in almost every direction. Faster charging, smarter display tech, more thoughtful AI, subtle design refinement, and a solid push in low-light photography. It feels like Samsung focusing on the stuff that actually impacts your day, not just the spec sheet. If these rumors land, the S26 Ultra might be one of the most balanced and genuinely useful upgrades Samsung has made in years. What's your thoughts on this? Let me know in the comments section. I'll see you in the next video. Take care.